Stop scrolling, because the battle you're facing right now may look bigger than you, but it is not bigger than your God. There comes a moment in life when you stand face to face with something that terrifies you. Something louder, stronger, more experienced than you. And in that moment, you have two choices: run in fear or stand in faith. Today, we're talking about a young shepherd boy who faced a giant and changed history forever. The people of Israel were at war. On one side stood the army of Israel. On the other, the Philistines. Every day, a giant stepped forward. His name was Goliath. He was over 9 feet tall, covered in armor, trained for war from his youth. And every morning and evening, he shouted, "Send me a man to fight. If he defeats me, we will serve you. But if I win, you will serve us." But no one moved. Not the soldiers, not the warriors, not even the king. Fear had paralyzed an entire army. Now David was not a soldier. He was a shepherd boy. His job wasn't fighting. It was tending sheep. Quiet days, lonely nights, just him and God. One day, his father sent him to the battlefield to deliver food to his brothers. But when David arrived, he heard the giant. He saw the fear. He saw the silence. And something inside him refused to accept it. David said, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?" While everyone else saw a giant, David saw an opportunity for God to move. But instead of support, David faced criticism. His own brother said, "Why are you here? Go back to your sheep." Even King Saul doubted him. "You are just a boy, and this man is a warrior." Have you ever had people look at you and say, "You're not qualified. You're too small. You can't do this"? But David didn't listen. He said, "The same God who delivered me from the lion and the bear will deliver me from this giant." David remembered what God had done before, and that gave him confidence for what God would do again. Saul tried to put his armor on David, but it didn't fit. It wasn't who David was, so David took it off. Instead, he picked up 5 smooth stones and his sling. No sword, no armor, just faith. Because David understood something powerful. You don't need what the world uses when you have what God has given you. Now the moment came. David walked toward Goliath, and the giant laughed. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" But David stood firm and said, "You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord." Then David ran toward the giant, not away, toward it. He took a stone, placed it in his sling, and released it. The stone flew through the air and struck Goliath in the forehead. The giant fell. In one moment, the thing that terrified a nation was brought down by faith. The army of Israel watched in shock. The giant was down. The battle was won. What fear could not do, faith accomplished. David didn't just defeat Goliath. He reminded an entire nation of who their God was. Here's what you need to understand. Your giant may not be 9 feet tall, but it feels just as real. It could be fear, failure, rejection, financial struggles, health battles. But just like David, you are not alone. The same God who helped you before will help you again. Your size doesn't matter. Your background doesn't matter. What matters is your faith. Today, don't run from your giant. Face it. Because with God, that giant will fall. If you believe that, type, "My giant will fall" in the comments and subscribe to Faith Chronicles for more powerful, life-changing messages.